remember the silence before the goodbye. You were sitting so close, but miles from my eyes. Your smile was still there, but it felt rehearsed, like something inside you had already left first. You said, I'm tired, but not of the day. Your hands were shaking when you looked away. I knew in my chest before you confessed that love was a word you spoke in past tense. I tried to pretend I didn't feel it fall, but even the stars looked dim that night. It wasn't the end when we said it was fine. It was the beginning of losing you. You were the light that faded first, before the dark had time to hurt. I watched you disappear in slow motion while I was still holding on with devotion. You didn't leave, you just went cold and let the distance do the worst. You were still here, but it still burned. You were the light that faded first. Our pictures still hang like they don't know that we're strangers pretending we're close. Your laugh didn't reach your eyes anymore, like joy was something you couldn't afford. I replay the nights when you'd say my name, like it meant something permanent. Now every I love you echoes unsure, like you were already halfway gone. I asked if you were okay, you said yeah, but your voice said everything else. I didn't hear goodbye in your words, I heard it in the way you breathe. You were the light that faded first, before the dark had time to hurt. I watched you disappear in slow motion while I was still believing in forever. You didn't scream, you didn't cry, you just stopped fighting for us. I stayed in love, you let it die. You were the light that faded first. Maybe I missed the warning signs, maybe love made me blind. I kept fixing things you never broke while you were learning to let me go. If I had known that night was the last, I'd have held you a little longer. I would have said the words I saved for a future that never came. Now I sit in the glow of what we were, trying to warm myself with memories. But even hope feels fragile now when the light was you and you left me. You were the light that faded first, now I'm learning how to live off the hurt. Every room still looks like you, even when I'm alone with the truth. I didn't lose you all at once, you slipped away piece by piece. You didn't shatter my whole world. You were the light that faded first. If love ever finds me again, I'll know what to look for at the start. It's not the dark that scares me now, it's when the light begins to fall apart. The sky's been crying for days straight, just like me when I say your name. Every street feels longer now since you stopped walking my way. We're talking maybes and somedays through a screen that feels so thin. Your voice sounds close, but you're so far, like I'm shouting into the wind. I count the miles like broken prayers, wishing you were standing here. Every word I wanna say gets washed away before it reaches you. There's rainfall between us, thunder in the space we made. I reach for you, but you're fading like colors bleeding in the rain. I'm standing soaked in all this love. You're somewhere staying dry, no matter how hard I run to you. There's rainfall between us tonight. Your messages come hours late, like they're thinking twice to arrive. I read between every line, searching for a reason to survive. You say we're fine, but we don't feel right. We're drifting in separate storms. I'm holding on to what we were, while you're learning how to move on. I press my phone against my chest, like it might close the space, but silence answers louder now than anything you say. There's rainfall between us, lightning in the words we don't say. I'm still building bridges, you're already walking away. I'm drowning in what's left of us. You barely feel the tide. I keep calling out your name through the rainfall between us. If love was strong enough, we'd break through every cloud. But distance taught my heart that hope can still let you down. Maybe in another life we'd be closer than this, but in this one all I feel is the weight of every missed kiss. I stand alone under gray skies, waiting for the storm to end. But deep down I already know this rain isn't temporary. There's rainfall between us, and it's colder every day. I'm soaked in memories and promises you let dissolve away. I don't hate you, I just hurt from loving you this way. I'd cross every ocean for your touch, but the rainfall won't go away. If you ever wonder why I'm changed, why my smile doesn't come easy, just remember the love I lost ended in the rain between you and me. The house is quiet, but it's loud tonight. Every corner still knows your light. Your jacket's hanging by the door, like you're coming home once more. The floor still creaks where you used to stand. I swear I hear you say my name. I'm learning how to breathe alone, in a place that never felt like home. I try to fill the empty space with noise, with strangers, with time, but nothing drowns the sound of you still living in my mind. These are the echoes you left behind, in empty rooms and sleepless nights. Your laughter stuck inside these these walls, like ghosts that never say goodbye. I walk through memories frozen in time, still reaching out for what was mine. You're gone but not completely gone, just echoes you left behind. Your side of the bed stays untouched, like it's waiting for your weight. I still wake up at 3 a.m. just to hear your breathing fade. Your coffee cup, your favorite song, they still feel right, but you're all wrong. I keep pretending I'm okay, but your silence says more every day. I packed your things, but not your name. It's stitched into my chest. I threw away the photographs, but kept every regret. These are the echoes you left behind. In every tear I try to hide, your shadow moves across the room. When I turn off all the lights, I talk to you like you're still mine, like you might answer if I try. You're gone but not completely gone, just echoes you left behind. If walls could talk, they'd break me down. They'd tell me where you've been. They'd say you moved on easily, while I'm stuck wondering, was I just a chapter to you? Was I only passing time? 'Cause you still live inside my heart, but I don't live inside your life. Now every step feels heavier, every breath feels borrowed air. I thought time would erase your voice, but it just made it clearer. These are the echoes you left behind, still calling out in the night. I try to love someone new, but it never felt right. If love is letting go, then why do I still cry? You're gone but not completely gone, just echoes you left behind. Just echoes you left behind. One day this house will feel like mine. One day the silence won't hurt, but tonight I'm living with the sound of everything we were. I saw your face in someone else's arms. You looked so whole, like nothing was wrong, like I was never part of your life, like love and meeting cost you a night. You say my name like it's just a sound, no history, no breaking down. I gave you parts I can't replace. You walked away and kept your face. Did you forget the nights I stayed, when you were scared, when you were weak? I held your heart when it was heavy. Now mine's too much for you to keep. I'm the heart you forgot, the one that loved you when you had nothing. I'm the pain you erased, like I was easy to replace. You moved on like I was a phase, while I'm still bleeding from your name. I was real, I was yours. I'm the heart you forgot. You promised I was not like them, that this was deep, that this was it. Now I'm just someone from your past, a chapter you turn way too fast. I see you smiling in new places, wearing love like it's painless, while I'm counting every scar, wondering how heartless you are. I still defend you when they ask, like losing you is all my fault. I break my own heart every time, just to keep yours from falling apart. I'm the heart you forgot, the one who stayed when you were lost. I'm the tears you never saw, 'cause you stopped looking after all. You found someone, I found the truth, that loving you meant losing me too. I was real, I was yours. I'm the heart you forgot. Maybe I loved you harder than I should. Maybe I believed in you too much. But love isn't a weakness, it's a risk, and you walked away from this. If forgetting me is how you survive, then I guess I'll carry this alone. But don't tell me it meant nothing just because you moved on. I still feel you in my chest, like a bruise that never fades. You took the best of who I was and left me in the change. I'm the heart you forgot, but I remember everything, every promise, every lie, every moment in between. One day you might feel this pain when you can't undo the past. I was real, I was yours. I'm the heart you forgot. If love ever comes back around, I hope it treats me with care, 'cause I gave you my whole heart and you left it there. We're standing in the quiet now, where love used to be loud. Every word feels heavier since everything burned down. Your name still tastes like smoke when it leaves my mouth. We built a life from promises, now I'm sifting through the doubt. I try to save the pieces, but my hands are shaking. Some things break beyond repair, no matter how long you're waiting. I'm breathing in the ashes of what we were, trying not to choke on the memory. Every dream we planned together is falling like debris. I don't know who I am without us, or where my heart should go. I'm learning how to stand again in the ashes of what we were. Your side of the story's clean, mine's written in scars. You walked away with clarity, I stayed with the dark. They say time heals everything, but time just tells the truth, that love can be beautiful and still destroy you. I keep rebuilding in my head what I wish we could have been, but hope is dangerous when you know how this ends. I'm breathing in the ashes of what we were, trying not to drown in the past. Every promise we swore forever turned to broken glass. I still reach for you in my sleep, like you're not really gone. Then I wake up to the reality of what we've become. If love is a fire, then we let it burn too wild. We ignore the warning signs just to feel alive. Now all that's left is smoke and a heart still warm inside. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I survived. The flames are gone, but the damage stays. I'm standing here alone in the mess we made. I'm breathing in the ashes of what we were, but I'm still breathing somehow. Even broken hearts learn to beat after they break down. I'll carry the scars you left on me, like proof I really loved. I'm not who I was before, but I rose from what we were. One day this fire won't hurt, one day I'll feel brand new, but tonight I'm standing still in the ashes of me and you. The room is empty, but it speaks to me. Every shadow knows where you used to be. I trace the places your hands would fall. The silence answers, it knows it all. I light a candle, it flickers slow, like the memory of a love I used to know. No one is here, but I'm not alone. This quiet has made your absence its own. I whisper your name, no one replies, but even silence hears my cries. It holds the shape of what we were, it keeps me tethered to her. Silence that knows my name sits with me in the dark, feels every tear I can't explain, listens to my broken heart. No one else can understand what this empty room contains. Only the silence that knows my name. I walk through echoes of our past, every corner filled with shadows cast. The walls remember what we said, even when the living I speak to nothing, it replies with the softness or 1,000 sighs. I feel your absence in every sound, and in this quiet I am found. I try to scream, it muffles me. I try to run, it follows free. The silence holds me in its arms and keeps me from more harm. Silence that knows my name sits with me in the dark, feels every tear I can't explain, listens to my broken heart. No one else can understand what this empty room contains. Only the silence that knows my name. Maybe one day I'll leave this place and silence will forget my face. But tonight it keeps me here, holding all I could not bear. The quiet hums like a lullaby, comforted though I can't tell why. I close my eyes and let it stay, the silence that will never walk away. Silence that knows my name sits with me in the dark, feels every tear I can't explain, listens to my broken heart. It doesn't judge, it doesn't blame, it only keeps me tethered to only the silence that knows my name. And when the morning comes again, it will fade, but not for long. The night will return and bring with it the silence that knows my song. We painted the sky with our plans, built castles of hope in the sand. Every word was a promise we swore. Every night we dreamed of more. I traced the maps of our escape, all the places we'd someday take. But time had a different design and left us lost in what's left behind. I see our laughter in the ruins, hear your voice in the wind. All the tomorrows we imagined were torn apart from within. This is where dreams collapsed, where the future we wanted couldn't last. I held your hand, we let go too fast. Now I'm walking alone through the past. The life we planned, the love we knew, everything fell apart without a clue. This is where dreams collapse, and I'm learning to stand through the cracks. I still feel your ghost in the room. Every corner whispers of the bloom. what we were, what we believed. Now it's gone, nothing left to retrieve. I thought love could rewrite fate, but some stories can't be saved. All the plans we held in our chest are dust now, lost to the rest. I wander through our shattered dreams, trying to make sense of the seams. Every memory's a bittersweet night, cutting the edges of my life. This is where dreams collapsed, where the future we wanted couldn't last. I held your hand, we let go too fast. Now I'm walking alone through the past. The life we'd lived, the love we knew, everything fell apart without a clue. This is where dreams collapse, and I'm learning to stand through the cracks. If I close my eyes, I can still see the life we were meant to be. But reality has its own cruel hands, turning castles to sand. I'll carry the lessons, not the pain. Learn to love in the rain. Though the future is gone, I remain, rising from loss, from the strain. This is where dreams collapse, but I'm still here, I'm still intact. I rebuild from the pieces we had, find new light in the aftermath. The love we knew, the dreams we planned won't return, but I'll understand. This is where dreams collapsed. Now rise again from the cracks, even if the night feels endless, even if hope seems far away. I remember where dreams collapsed, and find a brighter day. I walk past mirrors, I don't recognize a stranger's face. With your ghost in the eyes, every laugh feels borrowed, every tear misplaced. The echoes of you have rewritten my face. I remember the me before your hands, before love tore me apart in strands. Now I'm stitched together with memories of who I was and what I used to be. I trace the lines that weren't mine, the heart I knew is left behind. I search for strength in empty halls, where shadows whisper, where darkness calls. These are the shadows of who I used to be, lost in the spaces where you left me. it's hard to breathe when I remember when I was whole, I was free, before you became a part of me. These are the shadows of who I used to be. I hear your laugh in the quiet night. It twists my soul, it steals the light. I wear your absence like a second skin, a reminder of where I've been. All the promises, all the plans we made now haunt me softly like a ghost parade. I keep pretending I've moved along, but the melody of you is still my song. I try to fill the hollow space with fleeting joys, with a new face, but the reflection in the glass remains a silhouette shaped by our pains. These are the shadows of who I used to be, trapped in the spaces where you left me. I'm trying to find myself again, but it's hard to breathe when I remember when I was whole, I was free, before you became a part of me. These are the shadows of who I used to be. Maybe I'll learn to love myself beyond the wreckage, beyond the hell. The person I was isn't lost, just changed by love, by loss, by heartbreak's range. I'll carry the pieces, but I'll grow, turn the darkness into something I know. The shadows fade as I reclaim the light, step by step into the night. These are the shadows of who I used to be, but slowly I'm finding me. Every tear, every scar, every pain is shaping a soul that will remain. I was broken, I was torn, but I'll rise from the shadows, reborn. These are the shadows of who I used to be and who I'll become eventually. I'm learning to walk without you here, to speak my own name without fear. The shadows of yesterday will fade, and I'll find myself in the light. You couldn't stay. I still hear your voice in the quiet room, like a ghost I can't chase away. Every memory is a heavy tune, playing on repeat every day. I touch the spaces where you used to be, and feel the emptiness you left for me. I try to breathe, I try to smile, but the weight of us stays for a while. I keep telling myself it's time to turn the page, leave the pain behind, but every step feels too slow when love has carved me into stone. I'm learning to let go, one tear at a time, one breath, one hope. I'm learning to let go of what I can't I see your shadow in passing streets. In the corners of my mind it repeats. I wanna forget, I wanna heal, but forgetting you doesn't feel real. I write your name in fading ink and watch it blur, then watch it sink. I whisper goodbye in empty halls and try to catch myself before I fall. It's a process, I can't force a path I must walk without remorse. Every heartbeat teaches me that letting go is letting me be. I'm learning to let go, one tear at a time, one breath, one hope. I'm learning to let go of what I can't keep, of what I can't hold. It hurts to release, it hurts to move on, but I know I'll survive the dawn. I'm learning to let go and find myself again. Some nights I cry into my hands, some nights I dream of distant lands where love isn't tied to a ghost, where I am enough, where I can grow. Slowly I feel the chains unwind, I feel the peace seep into my mind. I'll never forget, but I'll survive. I'll reclaim my heart, my life, my light. I'm learning to let go, one tear at a time, one breath, one hope. I'm learning to let go of what I can't keep, of what I can't hold. It hurts to release, it hurts to move on, but I'll find strength in the dawn. I'm learning to let go, and I'll find myself again. Step by step I leave the past. Step by step the pain won't last. I'm learning to let go, finally, and slowly I am free. I packed the pieces of yesterday and left the shadows where they lay. Every chain that held me down, I've broken free, I'm leaving town. The streets are quiet, the night is clear. No more echoes, no more fear. I take a breath I've never known and step into the light alone. I thought love was forever, but sometimes forever hurts. I kept myself in the ruins, now I'm finding what's worth. This is the great escape from the pain I couldn't take. I'm rising high above the storm, finding peace I've been denied for so long. The chains are gone, the past behind. I've learned to heal, I've learned to find. This is the great escape, and I'm finally free to be. Every tear has taught me to see that letting go is letting me be. I walk the line between loss and grace. I've found my strength in empty space. The stars are watching, the moonlight guides a heart rebuilt from shattered sides. I hear the song of life anew, whisper softly in my ear, every ending brings a start. I take the final step alone, with courage in my heart. This is the great escape from the pain I couldn't take. I rise above the storms I faced, embracing freedom, love and grace. The chains are gone, the past behind. I've learned to heal, I've learned to find. This is the great escape, and I am finally free. The door is open, the sky is wide. I walk forward, no need to hide. The journey ends, but life begins. In the great escape from where I've been.